Hello everyone. In today's video I talk about the huge success of refurbishing and making custom filters for these HEPA air purifier filter things. And before we start the video, I just want to mention, why does it have to look like a removable hard drive platter from a mainframe? It looks like, oh, this is like a 5 megabyte Hawk drive or whatever that you pull out. Well guys, I think I've hit on a winning solution. Whoops. This is a really nice Honeywell HEPA filter, air filtration system. And its filter is like $70. So a lot of people, they bought these back in the early 2000s, and now you can find them without the filter for like $10, and these go to waste. Well, I don't need a HEPA filter, but I do need a filter. It'd be nice to have an air filter in the shop. So I realized if I get a 3-pack of this 12 by 20 by 1-inch filter, I can cut them on the side so they can bend around, and I can actually put them inside of here. Look at that. Isn't that wild? I saved the pre-filter, and these can actually go around like that. I think it'd be better to double them up. And now for the big filter, I actually saved the rubber ends, and I think I could just lay them on there as a gasket. Okay, so I'm going to take these out. I'm going to put these gaskets on either side. I basically remade the filter. Okay, I've kind of worked out a thing where they overlap. So I should have actually done this one the other way, but whatever. This is a way to save money and to have purified air, pretty much. Now it's just a question of, will it last for like several years? And if I don't end up being able to use this as an air purifier, I can turn this into a robot. How about that? Let's see if we can get all these particles out of the air. It might actually be able to, but there's a lot. There's an awful lot. I come back just 15 minutes later, and there's just a few less dust particles in the sunlight. I bet if I ran this thing all day, it would get all the dust. Amazingly, there's hardly any stuff in the air now. It's been about an hour. Look at that. It's actually getting it all out. It smells nicer in here too. I'm so happy. I actually had to replace the bearings. Lubricate the bearings on this, the bushings, and it was worth it. I just realized this looks like a computer removable hard drive platter holder. Doesn't it look like that? That's so funny. Okay, now that was taking 250 watts on high. 94 watts. That's more doable. Much, much more doable. But I'm going to go back to maximum, because this place is dirty. Smells much nicer in here now. So everyone, it's actually been like a month or two, and this Honeywell air purifier has really been saving us here at the apartment. The filter is working more than good enough for pollen, and me lubricating the bearings has worked out really well. So much so that I kind of wish I also had one for the shop. Well, I had picked up another air purifier, and the person had apparently ran it without the filter, thinking that it still worked, did something, but well, all that did was just cake dust and everything. So I actually went through the effort yesterday, fully took this thing apart. Even though it's a bit of a piece of junk, I still fully took it apart and cleaned it and sprayed out everything that wasn't the electronics, and it's all pristine. But I realized it's a little bit too small for here because we already have the big one. I don't want to swap them out. Then I remembered Theis's twin sister, she has, what's it called?
Asthma?
Asthma, that's it. I was going to say amnesia.
Oh, God.
She has asthma really bad, and I was thinking about buying the filters for these. Well, I'll give her this, and even though they're going to be moving out of their apartment, but they're still going to be there for a few more months, and apparently these things, they have ultraviolet light, they have HEPA filters. It'll be good to get rid of that smell that comes from the hallway, because there's like a well-walked-on carpet smell that always comes from the hallway into their living room, and they hate it. And they always have to have the windows open, but then that brings pollen in. And so I've restored a second air purifier. I figured I'd record this now because we're just going to be taking this over there and they can buy the filters, or maybe we'll buy them as a gift. We'll see. But the filters are only like $6 each if you buy 4 on Amazon. And the ultraviolet light still has life in it. It's just that whoever had this ran it without the filter, thinking it still did something, and they just destroyed it. But healthy cleaning will make something last longer. And I'm actually thinking I'm probably going to see about getting another one of these Honeywell units for the workshop, because it cleaned out the dust in the air so thoroughly just with a few filters taped together. And I think that's honestly the best way to go. Instead of me getting a squirrel cage fan from an air handler and trying to tape a filter to it, I think this honestly would be the best bet. So I'm gonna see about getting 1 or 2 more of these and make custom little filters. Maybe come up with a better solution, maybe something that I can slot those filters into instead of just taping them together. Or maybe I'll just tape them together in a really reliable fashion. Well, that's pretty much it. That has been my experience with an air purifier that I had initially forgot about for an entire week. It was out in the rain and the original person had given up on it. And it's been a great asset, a great appliance for our apartment, especially since the trees and the plants have been making a lot of pollen this year. And for some reason, it's getting me pretty bad. Although I'm also having to do a lot of landscaping work for people around town, so that's a big factor. But this has been a huge success, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.